Surprise. I know it's kind of crazy, like that intro thing, because then all of a sudden it stops and
you're looking down or you're looking at your phone. You're like, hey.
I was looking over at the other screen, so. Oh, well.
Yeah. So.
I was looking at. It says Nurse Flipper is live.
Oh. Thank you, Marsha. Marsha said she shouted me out in her latest video. I bought Dalton a tugboat, a stuffed tugboat from Marsha the other day, which he really does not need, but that's besides the point. I want to say hi to everybody and welcome. And we've been getting a lot of like people rewatching. I think the last live's almost at 1,000 views, like 800 of them after. So if you're watching this after, thank you for coming. Definitely leave comments if you have questions about anything we talk about. And Lisa and Rob are 2 and 1. They are a couple of pickers. So we have one guest, but it's 2 people. If you guys, hey Tracy, if you guys have not checked them out, I think I put did I put the link? I hope. I did this yesterday and I'm used to doing it the same day. Yes, it's there. It's there. The link to their channel is in the description. Hopefully Richard's armed with your link as well. And I think Jennifer Hayes was in here, so we've got 2 good mods in there. How am I gonna let you guys like have the big screen though? I can't. I guess I could take me and Julian out.
No, it's perfectly fine. We're perfectly fine.
We can share the spotlight.
Yep.
Big screen them together.
So for those of you that don't know, you're still doing mostly lives, right? Mostly live shows, hangouts.
We have like 3 or 4 videos coming up if I can get to them.
Yeah, we've got a bunch of stuff recorded. It's just, my edit person over here is
because I found my camera.
Look, I found a pin for him to wear, but he won't wear it. It says I'm a slacker.
I found my GoPro, which is awesome. Not awesome that I'm on sourcing restriction, which I obviously did not do very well. Leroy, thank you so much. Every time Leroy is super chatting me, and I really appreciate it. Now I'm gonna have to buy Dalton more toys that he doesn't need. He just went down for a nap very unhappily, very late. I went out sourcing today. So I got they picked up my lingerie dresser thing yesterday. So I'm going to put the video out Friday. It went great and I recorded some footage and then I'm hoping it'll be delivered and I'll hear from the buyer so I can kind of have a conclusion before I put the video out. And I picked up 3 more Ethan Allen pieces today.
I told you. Rob said, he said, oh, she's not going to buy any more right now. I said, are you kidding? Right after you make a big sale like that, she's out right now.
Got at least like 5 or 6 more.
I got 3. I was gonna get a 4th, so I have 2. And I'll probably talk about the furniture more. Hopefully, I'll sell some more furniture. Thank you, Tommy. The Hoarder Relief Fund for Rob and Lisa.
Thanks.
If we give them money, though, they will buy more things. So I think that's kind of contradictory.
We went to 3 thrift stores today.
Yes, we did.
So I went to one. I went to Salvation Army in St. Pete. And I picked up a bunch of shoes. I said I wasn't going to get stuff. Yeah.
Famous last words.
Hey, right. Hey, 2 dudes picking. Yeah, and it actually was my mom's fault. She picked some Merrills up, like Vibram Soul. She picked them up for my nephew. She thought they were men's and they were women's. I'm like, oh, those are really nice Merrills. I'll just get them. And then I'm like, what else is in the shoes, Mom? Let's go look. So we ended up checking out twice. Yeah. And then the Ethan Allen pieces were down in Tarpon Springs because I had to go to Clearwater to pick up the medical auction stuff. And I went just picking up 2 mirrors, 2 small pieces. And he's like, don't you want this other stuff? And I'm like, well, what other stuff? And I ended up putting a full-size headboard, footboard, and rails in my mom's car.
Wow.
And so we got a bed, but I had to go back because I didn't have cash. I was not prepared to buy that. So where is Kayla? Oh, I see Kayla. That is Julian's other half there.
Yep.
Thank you for hanging out in the chat.
Welcome.
She's at work watching in.
Oh, fun. That works. What tiny chef is she talking about? Oh, I see him back there in the corner. No, the other corner.
What corner is it? I didn't get
there
my
he
points right. There he is, right there.
Like a gingerbread.
Yeah, I can never point in the right direction. That's why I sit in the middle, and then I just pop stuff up on whatever side needs to be, because my pointing skills are lacking.
The tiny chef is a TikTok thing. You guys are on TikTok.
Listen. Are you guys on TikTok?
I thought they were saying you can't be on TikTok because it was going away. Nope, they changed that.
No.
Yeah, it's
no, we're not on
TikTok. Is
no,
not
but
going
I
away.
thought it was like the president said you can't. They were going to close down because it was China.
I don't care what the president says, and that is recorded. So treasure retriever, I'm getting a golden retriever on Saturday. I'm driving to Alabama and we're picking up a golden retriever puppy. So that is super cool. I have to blame.
One more thing that's gonna take your time out, lady, having a puppy.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna make a puppy channel too. There's gonna be a puppy channel. So I brought my mom's car because I thought I was going to pick up a nightstand in St. Pete, another Ethan Allen piece. It was $20, but it was beat up. So here's the thing is, like, I have two pieces on the carport worth probably $1,500, if not more, that need refinished that Brad has not started, and they've been sitting out there. So I decided not to get the rehab piece of Ethan Allen and just got the pieces that are okay how they are.
Now let me guess, Brad loves to refinish furniture.
He actually loved doing woodworking before I started all my reselling stuff, so I'm hoping he'll get back into it.
Be great.
Leroy, it is going to be a Dalton and Puppy channel. I already have made the channel. The channel is Dalton and Dandy, but you can't even find it in search because there are no videos and no subscribers. I tried to just in the search bar and couldn't find it. But once I upload videos, I will share it with everybody. So yeah, Dalton and Dandy is going to be the name of that channel. Hey, Nikki T. Wheeler. I put that all together. You guys talk, and so they live close to me. My last estate sale video, they were kind of featured in. They live, probably an hour away from me, they live.
Yeah, probably about an hour.
So you guys talk about yourself for a minute. I'm gonna do it even though you didn't want. I'm gonna pull me and Julian out of the stream.
Here we go. Okay. Well, if for anybody that doesn't know who we are, I'm Lisa, that's Rob, and we're a couple of pickers. We've been doing this crazy thing on eBay, both of us separately, since the 90s. We didn't meet each other till 2004, and then we got married in 2008, and then we started selling together because you never mix eBay unless you're married, just, So, have to wait on some things. Other things are okay before marriage, but not eBay. So we got our eBay together, and then we both were still working jobs outside the house. And then about 2012 is when we went full time.
Yeah.
Full time. We have an anchor store, which means we have up to 10,000 listings. Of course, nowadays everybody's got 10,000 listings, but
like 75,000 listings.
Yeah, we have 75,000 listings right now available to us. We currently have about 6,400. It's hard to keep up because we sell on volume, so it's hard to keep up the listings because things sell pretty quickly. At one time, we were up to almost 9,000. That's about as high as we've ever been. But we sell on 10 platforms. Rob, name them. Go.
Amazon, Macari, Bonanza, Truegather, Kidizen, Poshmark, Grailed, and what am I leaving out?
Depop,
Depop,
Etsy, and eBay.
eBay. Oh yeah, eBay.
So we
How
sell
could I
on
forget
10
that?
platforms. Not everything is listed on every platform, but we kind of especially pick and choose out. Everything is on eBay for the most part, and then we pick and choose where things go from there. We love to go to estate sales, yard sales, thrift stores. We get stuff. We source from anywhere. We'll dig through the dump. It doesn't matter.
The trash.
Not big on dumpster diving just because both of us are old and not really in shape. We're afraid if we went into a dumpster, we wouldn't come back out.
Probably.
So we do draw the line there. But other than that's about it, guys. That's who we are. That's what we do. We started YouTube a little over a year ago.
April last year.
Started out just doing pre-records. And then we switched to lives, and that's where we found what we really like to do. We really like to do lives and have fun.
Yeah.
I am here. All of you people asking where is Kat? I was hiding. I am not
hijacked
here.
your show.
Yeah.
They stole it.
Yep.
There's a question for you guys.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. How many employees do we have? I have one because actually, to be
the employee.
Totally transparent, I own everything.
Yeah.
So Rob's my employee.
I'm the office manager.
Yep. Rob's my employee, and I don't pay him anything.
We've had one employee in the past, but we had to fire him.
Yeah, that was his son, my stepson. I fired him. So
there's another one. They're firing away.
How do we keep track of all that? Very carefully. No, we have inventory. eBay has an inventory system. Some people don't know that, but if you are on Seller Manager Plus, and that's one of the availabilities, and I have all of our listings in eBay inventory. And then what happens is I will
that separate from the SKU?
Yep.
I don't even know that. Okay, teach us.
Yeah, what is that?
If anybody wants to go back and watch, I have a video on my channel that explains what it is and how to use it. And it also helps you if something happens, if eBay drops a listing, you can find it because it'll show up in your inventory as one available to list.
Interesting.
So
when I move stuff around, I still haven't got halfway through. There's more stuff than I thought. Go figure. I found 10 things, like, because I was moving my custom SKU to where I was moving it out to the shed from my spare room. I found 10 things that were not listed anymore. So that's definitely a problem.
Yeah, you can go in, and I think the title is what Rob had something on there about eBay dropped or something. eBay dropped.
Where'd my
listing go or something like that.
And, okay, so we'll have to watch for those. Yeah. I don't know if Richard, go find those videos for us and drop them.
It has the most views of any of our videos, over
2,500 views.
Yeah, like 2,500 views. So, but it does.
Steve-O, there are a couple of pickers. I took the comments away. When I keep comments up all night, none of our names show. So if you don't know us, you're not going to know who we are.
Oh wait, wait a second. Here you go.
Stand up. Just stand like that the whole time, Rob.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. That'll work.
There's a question for you, Julian. He wants a channel for you and your dog.
Yeah, he's camera shy. I mean, he doesn't like to be on camera. If you point anything in his direction, he gets like an attitude or something. So he'll just never look at the camera.
I want to know, Eric, have you sold any of your furniture, and have you found any more furniture? Those are my questions for you. And here's Tommy's question for you guys.
Before. But now before we moved to this house, we did not use the bathroom. We had 2 bathrooms back then. I did not use the tub for storage. It's only after we moved into this house. And we are getting it down, Tommy. He always asks. I think we're down to like maybe 1 tote in the tub instead of 3. So to me, that's progress.
Julian, you have stuff in a bathtub too, do you not?
I Dude, yeah. I just moved stuff into a bathtub. I bought so many golf clubs, I had to like consolidate them. And the bathtub is such a good spot to put them. You could like close the curtain.
That's
And then I don't have to
Custom
look at it.
stew, spare bath.
Yep.
Yeah, it's great.
Thanks, Julian. I picked up golf club today, so thanks.
Yeah. I got
Yeah,
a
we're
bunch. You put
gonna
them in
have
the bathtub.
Casey. Casey's coming on next week, Carolina Hustler, and his thing is his golf clubs. That's awesome, Eric. I don't know if you were here in the beginning. I found 3 more pieces of furniture today, and I'm gonna show them. I didn't record it because they were in my mom's car and she wanted them out of her car. But it's a headboard and footboard. I paid $75 for. I think I will get 800 plus for that. The last comp was for 909 in 2018. None are listed. And then a shaving mirror, I paid 25 for. It's like 200, but that's packable, not freight, which will be nice. It's like a little 20-inch mirror with a drawer. And then another mirror that should go for about $250. I paid 30 for that. And that's enough. I ordered pool noodles. I've never used pool noodles to pack, but with that mirror, if I'm shipping it myself, I think pool noodles around the edge will work great. So I ordered some pool noodles today.
Very good.
Great.
Solid
Have you guys
idea.
you used pool noodles? Would probably be good for golf clubs too. Like expensive ones. Expensive ones.
Yeah.
I don't really sell super expensive ones. I think my most expensive one's like $100 that I just picked up.
Aaron, I did get the sold piece shipped. I have footage of them picking it up, and I'm gonna kind of talk and go over and show the footage. And I actually quizzed the U-Ship guy. I asked his permission to quiz him on camera, and he agreed. So I'm going to put up a video on Friday. I'm hoping it'll be delivered by then so I can put a conclusion, but I'll probably put it up Friday whether it's delivered or not. I thought about it after I accepted the offer. It's going to New York City, and I was worried that it would cost more because like it's in New York, which is going to be a pain in the butt for this delivery guy.
Yeah, but that's the thing about the U-Ship, right? They bid on it, so they.
Right. So from what I heard, and as I learn more, I'll share it. But from what I heard, I did put it up for bids, and then for 2 days I got no bids, and I'm like, oh God, is nobody going to come out here to the middle of nowhere and pick up this dresser? Like, am I going to have to make Brad drive this dresser to New York City? And I probably would have, but don't tell him that. So the average on U-Ship, when I gave the customer a quote, the average on U-Ship was 292. So I quoted them 300, and I told them if it's more, I would pay. Because I had like a $600 profit margin there. So if it costs an extra $100, whatever. And the first quote came in 2.5 days after I placed it. And the guy who I follow that does the furniture said that you typically need to give 2 weeks for people to bid. And he said you're more likely to get people to do it if you name your price. So like if I had named 300, rather than telling them, hey, bid on this, you say, hey, I'm willing to pay 300, and then they might come back and say, hey, I can do it, but I need 350 or whatever. So that's what he said. And then Ethan is in the house. Ethan is going to be joining us in a few weeks as well. So thank you for stopping in, Ethan. I appreciate it. So the guy also said he feels like, and I don't know if I should put this in the video. I don't want to get this guy in trouble with U-Ship. He said that once we found him, now that we have his cell number, we just call him and it saves the $25 U-Ship fee, and then he doesn't get charged 20% by U-Ship. So now we know each other. But I don't know if I'm going to put that in video because I really don't want to get this poor guy.
You still have the same protection that if you went through U-Ship?
He has insurance, so he, I believe, said he is launching his own website in January. The guy that picked mine up, he was super nice. The only thing that was kind of off-putting a little bit to me was that he said, hey, you know, I have a 2-week window to pick it up. And I'm like, okay. And he calls me and he says, well, what are your hours? I don't know if he thought we might be a business. And I'm like, well, somebody's here most of the time. He says, okay, I'm going to be there in an hour. I'm like, because I wanted to like wipe it down, you know, and get it all fluffed and pretty. And I had to wipe very fast. And we had barely any wood cleaner left because we don't really use it. And yeah, so, and he was here in an hour.
Is he local or is he like far away from
Brad, where was he? Pennsylvania? Connecticut is where he's from. And his major route is from Florida to New York City, so up the East Coast. So he covers North Carolina and South Carolina. And I will probably put his number in case, like, if people are watching the video and need furniture moved, they can hit him up. And then he also goes all the way over to Texas. So he covers quite a big ground, and I think he's going to hire another driver in January too, he said. So there'll be 2 of them on the road. So hopefully not as long of a wait on that. Noelle, hello.
Hey.
Is she saying Julian is on fire and sending you hearts? That's not the word. How Kelly? Look, it's my original co-host. Yeah. I miss talking to him. I've been trying to message him more because we used to talk so much and we don't anymore. Yeah, I hit 3K, which is awesome. The only negative is I didn't think I would hit it that fast, so my prizes are still en route to me, and I don't have them yet. So I will be doing a giveaway. I think Matt showed. So Matt at Part-Time Pickers, I bought a hat from him. I asked him to autograph it because he was my main inspiration in starting my channel. I gave away stuff I bought from him for my 500 subscriber giveaway. And Matt's kind of like my #1, probably that I'm modeling after more than anybody else that I watch. So I wanted to buy something from him for my giveaway. And then I bought 3 of my masks, my Nurse Flipper sourcing masks, and I'm gonna keep 1 for me, and then I'm gonna give 2 away, and then I'm gonna do the 30-day mentorship again that I did at 1K subs because everybody liked that. So, okay. But I gotta wait till all the stuff comes in. There's your question.
That question, Rob.
What's that?
There's a question up there.
Read it to me.
What is your favorite item to flip right now?
Anything that'll make money.
Gosh, Rob.
I'm not partial to anything, you know.
I like I like crafts. I sell a lot of crafts, and we were doing a lot of.
I guess it's going to be golf clubs.
There you go.
There you go.
Look at those things.
I like vintage kitchen stuff too. So glass, you know, but glass he has to pack it, so try not.
I don't like glass.
Yeah. And they want to know what makes us the most money.
What makes us?
What category? Like what are we making most of our money in?
I don't know. I mean, hats do pretty good.
Yeah, he sells a lot. We probably have close to what, 700?
500.
500? Well, we had more. Hats online right now, ball caps. I have over 1,200, 1,500 craft books online. Clothes. That's what we did when we first started out together. We did a lot of clothes, did very well. We're trying to get back into clothes, more so into clothes. We have quite a few clothes on now, but so
yeah, I think if you learn the right brands, clothing does well. I'm not shying away from it as much as I used to. Noelle, Farm Girl Scavenger Noelle sent a $20.20 super chat. Thank you so much. She said Julian might be hot. She's not gonna say, but she's on fire. She had a $1,500 weekend. Noelle beat me in sales this weekend. We source a lot. Her and I have been chatting quite a bit. So Noelle has a channel. Richard, I know I'm putting you on the spur of the moment here. If you could share Noelle's channel, that would be awesome. Patty has a question. I will answer this first, and then I will let Julian, and then we'll let the couple down there. I think you develop an eye by learning, and over time, like watching what sold videos And when you're searching comps, I tend to search highest price to lowest. So then I see the higher items that are like what I have. So I know if I see those items, and it's just time. I've been doing it hardcore this time for about 18 months. And I think what I know now is like, it's so much bigger. Matt is a great channel, part-time pickers for off the wall. Julian does a lot of tools. So learning different categories. So if you go to a yard sale and they only have tools, then you would be able to look and not walk away. And that's a good point. Before I let Julian answer, I wanted to say, like, these two guys and myself went to an estate sale, and I think we both did very, very well. Like, we were both able to go. We were picking through stuff. I picked up stuff they left. They saw stuff I didn't know and that made really good money. And like, there's enough stuff for everybody. We all know different stuff. Even if you're watching the same people, you're going to learn differently and pick up different items from them. So that's why, like, I don't hide anywhere I source. I will tell everybody, because I might go once every 2 or 3 months or 6 months. I don't have time. So obviously that stuff's sitting there. I'd rather somebody I'm helping find it than some other random person. Julian, what do you say?
I would say the same thing. I'm way newer than everybody else here. I've only been doing it for like 10 months, 11 months. And it's just really watching a whole bunch of YouTube and like consuming all that. And then in the beginning, I sourced what I knew. So, you know, anything that I was picking up anything that looks old or really cool to me, and I would comp it out on eBay for sold comps. And that's how I basically learned. I still learning every day. There's like tons to learn, but that's really
wow.
Don't
I feel old after all that? 10 months and 18 months. We've been doing it for 20 years.
I've been selling on eBay since '99, off and on. This time is 18 months. So I've been selling for how many years is that? How many years is that?
That's 20? Over 20 years.
That's a good bit.
So I would do it for like a year, and I think I say that in a couple of my videos. I get bored super easy, and if I don't see instant gratification, I tend to move on to the next thing that I think will be the thing. And anyways, this time I've decided to stay, and I've built it up, and it's going well, and I just have to keep doing it. That's why I like picking up different stuff, though. I think it keeps it interesting. If you get bored with clothes, go pick up whatever.
Yep.
That's right.
You know,
and you know, you talk about when it comes to how you can tell how you eye things. We did this before there was YouTube, when there was still dial-up and all that kind of great stuff. So I mean, I started out selling women's lingerie. That's how I started, women's lingerie. And I knew it because I'm a woman and I know how things fit. So I figured, I have that to my advantage in doing descriptions and things like that. Rob, what did you start out selling?
Shoes.
Women's shoes.
Shoes, any kind of shoes.
Rob, do we need to talk?
And
board games, baby.
The first board game, one of the first board games I ever got was like 25 cents. I sold for over $100, and that was,
he was hooked
15, 20 years ago.
Yeah. So. But I mean, the thing that helps us the most is I have things that I know. Rob has things he knows. And I don't try to know everything he knows. He doesn't try to know everything I know. So when we go to places, we split up. He goes one way, I go the other way. Mm-hmm. And that helps us by having both of us. And Dave asked a question, and I feel like I need to Midwest Picker address this. He wanted to know if Rob and I ever sit in the same place. No, we don't.
Where is it? Why do I not see? Oh, I see it.
Yeah, it's a while back.
No, never. I think
we've gone to a couple shows.
Maybe
online.
Once or twice. Yeah. But I'm doing the 6 foot distancing rule. He's about 5 foot from
in their own household.
Yeah, but I'm not. Celia, I'm on the wrong side. I'm pointing against the wall.
That's all right. You're fine. So I mean, that's how we started out. We each had things that we knew. We started with that, and then just kind of branched out with things that were available for us. You learn as you go.
Drifter Thrifter said they are not picking up scarves. It's funny because Dom, Primetime Treasure Hunter, picked up 2 scarves, I think, at the last estate sale he went to. Like, I'm not opposed to picking anything up. There's
Yeah.
nothing, if it will sell, then I'm going to get it. I think the only thing really this year that kind of turned me away from was the sports cards.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
I still have a stack sitting there, and like I kept seeing people selling them for, you know, like $300. So I'm like, oh, I need to find that card. But I didn't find that card. And I, you know, so I lost interest in them, and now I have $100 worth of sports cards sitting on my desk that haven't, and I really don't have an interest in figuring out who's who or listing them. And so I say no more sports card. If I could find Garbage Pail Kid cards, I loved the Garbage Pail Kids back in the day. So like stuff like that I would do, but I don't think I'm gonna chance any sports cards anymore. I'm not hunting them.
Yeah, they're tough. You really got to know exactly what's going on with that.
True.
Yeah, I just didn't. I don't know enough. I love football. I'm a big football person, but like knowing which cards are worth what, and I'm sitting here looking for like one name that I saw them say, and if it's not that name, then I'm like, oh, I don't have anything, and I might have something. I don't know. Yes, Aaron Hybid probably does owe me some commissions, but I don't think they do that from all the different people that are on there. And I typed in the chat, but Just in Time Flipping has a very valid point. Watch what people have at the estate sales first thing in the morning, because that's probably your better item, probably your well-known items. I like going late, except when Rob and Lisa are going, and then I get there 10 minutes early.
Yeah.
I had a bag before they got there. And yeah, so there is Casey. We were just talking about you, Casey, that you will be on with us next week. And Dave, I haven't seen Dave pop in here yet. Tesla Picker will be on with Casey next week. So Chris
and
is
just
here.
to go back to what Kat says, that it's true, even if you don't go first thing in the morning and you go late in the afternoon, because there's so many people and there's so many different things, there's still stuff there. We went back on the second day of that estate sale and found stuff.
And both of us had looked it over the first day.
Yeah.
We had looked through the exact same stuff the first day. We passed over 14 karat gold the first day. Both of us did. We both looked through it. We both passed it over. She found some the second day. I found some the second day. Like my pendant already sold for 75. And like there was just so much stuff. Huh? You're hoarding yours? Didn't you say your rings are your retirement plan? She found 3 gold rings.
Yeah. Oh, you mean these 3 things I keep right here beside me?
Her retirement rings. I missed those. Weren't they thrown in with pictures or something? What were they with?
But this just tells you too. You don't always have to be dainty when. Well, this sale. You have to. It was kind of out in the middle of nowhere, rural area, and they had sheds, outbuildings. And Kat and I went into the outbuilding, and there was like a piece of plywood, and then there was totes behind the plywood. I proceeded to move the plywood myself so I could get to those totes. And I started digging through them, and you know, as I found things, I didn't even know the rings were in there. They were pins, you know, like cufflinks and things, and that's what I saw when I opened it. I just shut it right back and stuck it in my bag, you know. And Rob's like, well, you know, there's rings in there. And I'm like, no, I really didn't know that. So that was a surprise. Tommy Bernard has taught me things new. I will admit to that. I'm an old dog. I know that, but I can learn new tricks. Tommy's going to be his show. He's on tonight at 10 o'clock Eastern time. He's going to talk about shipping. Yeah. And he knows a lot about shipping. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. He taught me a lot about shipping. There's people.
Oh, he does the flat rate.
Yeah,
I haven't changed to that. Tommy, so Julian, I don't know, because we go in like late night chats with Tommy and you learn stuff. But it's late.
Sometimes.
Super late. And Tommy does all flat rate instead of calculated or free. He does all flat rate. And he says it increases your sales by a good amount. How, because you guys switched to that, right? So what happened when you guys switched to the flat rate shipping?
we started selling a lot of things that were that we had as priority mail that would have been calculated shipping. Because what happens is when you have calculated shipping, even somebody that lives near, it's still going to show that high price. For us, it would show the price all the way to California. So that sometimes that dissuades people when they're looking at something. Okay, this is $20. How much is shipping going to be? They're not really sure because it could be this or might not with a flat rate. Like we do $10 flat rate for up to 2 pounds. That goes all the way to because it's $9.90 to go to California. So I do a $10 flat rate, 1 to 2 pound priority shipping. So when somebody buys something from me that's in that 1 to 2 pound range, they know it's going to be the price plus shipping's $10. So they know ahead of time what their total price is going to be for tax. And it did. Our sales for things that we had that were calculated, we saw things had been sitting, some of them for years, started just flying off. And
Did
wow.
you flat when you changed to the flat rate, did you bulk edit everything to a flat rate, or do you have to individually go through all those listings?
Well,
policies.
I have business policies, and I know some people don't like them, and I know there's drawbacks to them and everything. I just created a new business policy, and I bulk did it.
I don't know how to do business policies. Maybe you should do that video.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah, but there's a lot of drawbacks to business policies. Trust me. It's just that we started them, and I have so many listings that for me to take them off now would be a huge thing, and I've just learned to deal with them. But we have a $3.50 first class rate for anything that's 8 ounces or below. We have a $4.50, and I have a $6 first class. So I have 3 first class rates. I use $3.50 for mainly 4 ounces.
So like
below,
your 12 ounce up would go to that $6, probably,
$6,
right?
Yep.
Okay. What do you do over 2 pounds?
Over 2 pounds, I do have one. I have one that's 2 to 3 pounds, and I think it's 19.
19.
Okay.
That's how big it jumps. And then I do have a padded flat rate for 8 that I do.
Okay, and we pay $7.52, so.
I always get a little. I always get a little. You want to just
But eBay takes 10% of that, so you're only getting $7.20.
It's still with what we're selling things for. Our profit margin is.
I know mine is the same way. I know, and I promote high. I know. I went backwards because I don't want to lose these comments from them rolling off. Red Cardinal saying never judge a sale by what it looks like from the street. That's like this one we went to. It looked almost like a dump. Yeah. It looked horrible, and I probably would make a couple $1,000. Yeah, it was like you needed a 4-wheel drive to get in there. It was pretty bad.
Some abandoned mobile homes on the way, and
but we both found amazing stuff. I've already made, I think, over $500 from that sale, and I only spent $120. So both days combined, I spent $50 and $70. So, Dave, did somebody come tell you, or did you just come? I want to know the truth. I know people will message me and be like, so and so's talking about you, and I'm like, okay, I gotta go. So Thrift Raider saying that I don't know anything about the business policies, zero. I don't know anything.
What is it?
You see, Tommy's saying $9.99 all cubic. So see, I'm gonna watch it. I might learn something else, and I might be able to change some mind to make them even less expensive. I know Rob has started using Pirate Ship a lot.
Yeah.
And it does.
I use the main thing for me for Pirate Ship is typically more expensive for me because I have to use big boxes for the breakables. So if they're under 2 pounds, and then it's $9 to $11, and Pirate Ship will be a little bit more because it's in a 12 by 12 by 8. It's in the number 7 box with my plates and stuff. So I could probably he's going to teach us. So Tommy is teaching us about shipping tonight. Tommy, Tommy, you have a wrench. Drop your own link. So he'll be coming up after us at 10 p.m. Definitely drop that. It sounds like all of us could learn something.
Oh yeah, I'll be tuning in.
I'm interested to see it. Yeah. I've heard it for sure. Troy is in the house. Hello, Mountain Man Treasure.
What up, Troy?
Troy bought some cards for me. Miss Janet, I messaged you the other day and you didn't answer me. I was checking on you. It was 2 days ago and you haven't answered me. So now I'm telling you while you're watching me live.
Also, if anybody wants, oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
If anybody wants some comic relief, a little channel, Commonwealth Picker.
Well, it's on the Flipper channel.
It's on Commonwealth Flipper. Kevin dropped his "You Might Be a Reseller If" video.
So he asked me to be in it, and I asked him what I was supposed to say, and he never answered me. So I didn't get to be in it.
Guess who's in it? I guess
you got the boot.
They took over. They took my spot. Those two.
We're in it towards the very end, but we like to say save the best for last.
Dave's in it too.
Yeah, Dave's in it.
Don't Dave's.
Yeah, there's a lot of resellers in it.
Well, I guess like I was supposed to just send him something back, and I didn't. So that's my own fault. Ethan, I just made you a moderator. So moderators can, if somebody says something inappropriate in the chat, you can put them in timeout. You can block them from the channel. You can drop links like to other channels. And the green people are members of my channel. I have the $1.99 membership just to kind of help support the channel. So if people are green, they are members of the channel for the $1.99. And if they are blue, they are moderators, so they can post links and put people in timeout and stuff like that. Dave, I was saying that you are on next week. Do not forget, and send me a picture now if you can, because I'm going to try and put the link up Sunday. I'm trying to put it up a couple days in advance. I don't know if that will give people a little more time to set the reminder, but I'm kind of playing around with whether or not to set it up like 2 days in advance or even possibly further. So definitely Dave. Oh, actually, no, never mind. Don't, because I had to cancel on you and Casey. I already have pictures of both of you because I was sick. I canceled my only show all year 2 weeks ago.
And just as a shout out to Dave, his little thing he did for Kevin, the your reseller if features his kids, and it's hilarious, and it is so true. I can tell you, Dave, we've lived it. So
I was gonna do one with Dalton, and I haven't got to watch it yet because I was driving with Mom all day, and Mom doesn't let me watch YouTube while I'm driving, which is what I do when I'm by myself. But oh yeah,
better safe than sorry.
You can't see them there if I put it on StreamYard. Yeah, the $1.99 membership, you get my cool little not so great emojis. I need to get some different ones because I thought they would look cool and they're okay. There's like 1 or 2 that are okay, but the rest didn't turn out how I wanted them to.
They don't have a dolphin?
You have a dolphin.
Do I have a dolphin?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
There's always a dolphin by the name.
Okay.
But there are also the special little emojis that I had made that don't look that great. Tommy, how far out do you schedule yours? Because I did it on yesterday this time. I did it on Monday, and I am going to try and do it Sunday next time. What did Laura do to be in timeout? That is the question.
I don't know.
So,
I don't think we've ever timed anybody out.
I just timed somebody out in here earlier.
I did have a troll one time.
That's what I think that was, and I timed them out.
I played with them.
My mods were slacking there. I had to get it myself, but that's okay.
And I probably.
Oh yeah, now I can see the cool dolphin. Yeah, Tommy, I think that'll be good. I think people will like to see the teacher side of Tommy. Tommy in his show though drops a lot of knowledge. You just have to watch him for 4 hours to get it. Because it's like randomly dropped. You never know when he's gonna drop knowledge on you.
Or 7. To get on the marathon show, And Tracy.
I never make it past like 3 hours because I have to go to bed. And he seems to always come on my work nights like tonight.
We very seldom ever make it through the whole show. I'll tell him I'm going tonight. I got to go to bed, and I usually watch the rest of it in the morning.
Yeah, I wouldn't make it through that show. What's it start at 10? My bedtime's at like 11:30. 11.
Most of the time he starts at 11.
Maybe 9.
Yeah. So.
Yay! 2 people go subscribe to Noelle so she can hit 500. And there are 79 of you. If 50 of you are not subscribed to Julian, go subscribe to Julian and he can get to 600.
So close.
See, Tracy says 4 hours is a short show. Yeah, they like go and go and go and go. I'm surprised they're not on in the morning when I get up for work at 5 a.m.
They have been before. When we got up early. Yep. So you know, you turn it on and oh my God, they're still going.
Yeah, we have one idea where we was going to go on in the AM early for a show, and that only lasted once.
One show.
Yeah, there are some people that do like 7:30 ones, and like I'll see and I'll watch for a little while, but I'm like half awake at that point if it's my day off, because I'll get up about 7:30 on my days off.
I was going for 5 a.m.
That's a solid one. I'm up at 5.
That's my work day. Yeah. I'm not waking up at 5 if I'm off work.
Tommy and Tracy. They usually are getting off at 5 o'clock in the morning, so then I can follow them.
I would like to know, when do Tommy and Tracy sleep? Do you know the answer to that question?
Tommy doesn't sleep very much, and I don't think Tracy does either.
I know I remember seeing Tommy talking about his daughter was upset because he was doing the later night stuff, right?
I don't know. I didn't hear that.
Am I wrong, Tommy? Maybe I'm not wrong. Yay! Thank you, Marcia. I appreciate that.
Oh my God, Mountain Man. He says this goes off at 3:25 a.m.
But like I'm still awake, so I'm a late night. Like if I didn't have to work at like work, I'm a late night. Like my natural would be to stay up till about 2, like 1 to 2, and get up at like 8, 9-ish.
But see, I work better. Like I love Eric's OBX picker. I love his Tuesday listing shows that he does because I love to put on like that and just listen. It just keeps me motivated to keep going, you know. So I really that's what I like to do. If I can find a good live or something, I mean that just keeps me going. But I'm terrible at it. If I do a working hangout, I get very little work done.
So see, Tommy's saying 40% of his viewership is from the UK. And so time, that's the thing when you have like the different time. I know like David will occasionally come in here, but he comes in and he's gone.
Well, the great thing too is, I mean, we met a lot of the people from the UK and Australia through Tommy and Tracy, and it opens you up to a whole new world of reselling. And the thing about it is we all have the same things. We're all looking for things to buy and sell. We're looking to get it at the cheapest price and make the most profit. But sometimes, you know, by opening you up to other people like that, you know, you're able to find little nuggets and things that you haven't thought about, or they see it from a different perspective, and it's great. That's what I like about them.
There.
That I've subbed to that I watch.
Tommy said his daughter doesn't like it when she sleeps during the day. When he sleeps, I'm calling Tommy when he sleeps during the day. So he switched it up to the days that his daughter is not there, which is awesome.
Richard wants to know how come my mic is muted, but they can still hear me. Rob, you want to explain that?
If we were in the same room, about 5 feet away from each other?
They're sitting next to each other on separate computers, Richard.
If we each had a separate microphone, we would have feedback out the what.
Oh, I can't even get you. Usually I can do that. No, here. Do it over here.
You need a stick. Poke him.
Stop! Would you not throw things? Whoops. My God.
We'd have feedback out the
hey, Kat, you want to see something I bought for Rob at that sale?
Are you interrupting me?
I saw that in the shed. I saw that.
That gets to be hung up behind Rob.
Can I finish the question?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Janet, if you are not subscribed yet, I'm trying to get you subscribers. Be quiet. Julian Bearded Thrift, if Richard can drop, and then also a couple of pickers are down below me. They do mostly live, so you could come hang out and chat, Janet. Ethan, there are so many. Where did Ethan go? I just
He
saw
says he's in
Ethan
Fort
say,
Mill, South Carolina.
Yeah, there
That's
are
up
a
in the
lot of
upstate, right? Yeah, it's like Spartanburg County or something, I think, right, Ethan? There's so many of us down here in South Carolina, or up here in South Carolina.
Oh, there's
There
so
are a
many of us
lot
in
of
Florida too.
So many.
I don't know, like here close besides you guys, at least in the community. Amy is Hot Mess Thrifter, but who else is like close? Not like Tampa, like 2 hours away.
In Lecanto.
Flipping goodies.
Yeah, Flipping Goodies. Mike's in Lecanto.
Oh, okay. I didn't know Michael that close.
Yeah, he's real close. That's why Rob goes around and pees in every corner of the county. Keep y'all out of our county.
So nobody comes and takes your stuff. You got a lot of stuff, though. You got a lot of stuff.
We do have a lot of stuff. I have a lot of dresses and things behind me because we were, getting back into clothes. How many totes of clothes do you have out there?
About 8.
8 totes of clothes that I need to get to. I'll get to them right away.
Ethan, if you guys do that up in South Carolina and you give me notice, I would be interested. Because that's not too far of a drive for us. It's probably like 8 hours, I think. Not super far from us. So yeah, if you guys do that, definitely let us know. We everybody said they're gonna come here to my compound, my 11 acres. There's room for people to camp if they want to camp. I have plenty of space. That's what
squatters.
Yeah, we could pull a couple campers down there.
I can't make you move. Yeah, so Emily Conway she didn't make my intro or my logo, but she did make my trailer, which is what plays on the front page of my channel. And I have just commissioned Emily yesterday to make the logo, the trailer, and the intro. I don't think we're going to do an intro, but the logo, the trailer, and the banner for Dalton and Dandy channel. So Emily is working on that now. So if anyone needs like a logo or an intro or any artwork, Emily Conway is great at that, and her prices are really, really good. Casey, I am in North Florida, so I'm actually not too far from the Georgia border. Nice. I'm probably less than 2 hours away. Yeah, Noelle has a lot more room, and she has more outbuildings than me. She has 49 acres. Washington is very, very far from Florida.
It's so far.
What I could do with 49 acres.
We would love to go there, but it's so far.
It's so I've been to Seattle. I went to Seattle. This makes me feel old. I went to Seattle about 26 years ago on train. I rode a train across the country 6 days when I was 15 years old, and I don't know. Looking back, I'm like, how did my mom let me ride a train by myself as a teen? Like, I would not have let my teenagers do that. But my mom let me ride a train across the country. It was spring break. So Drifter Thrifters is in Australia. If you guys have not subscribed to them, that is fun to watch. I love watching different like people in different locations and kind of see what they're finding. I also like listening to their accents. I will not lie. So they showed some cool Australian animals though in one of their videos last week. That was fun.
Stuffed ones or real ones?
Real ones. Okay, on the side of the road or something. Jeff Calvin has not done a live in about 3 months now. I am not sure if he will get back on the bandwagon or not. He changed his channel name. So if you were subscribed already, you would see, and he was in here earlier. His new channel, not his new channel, it's still the same channel. His name is now I Am Calvin Kelly. So hopefully Calvin will be motivated to make videos again. But right now he's having fun hanging out with everybody and not concerned about making YouTube videos, which I understand. That's why I cut down how many I do a week. It can be consuming to do YouTube, and I haven't been in a lot of the lives. I haven't been watching a lot of videos for that same reason. Like I need to list on eBay. I need to spend time with, you know, Dalton and my husband. We need to go do something. We actually haven't done anything in a long time. We have a pass to Tampa Zoo and we haven't went in like 8 months, but all the COVID stuff happened and they closed.
Yeah.
And I doubt they're going to extend our pass because of that. So our pass is ending in December and we have went one time.
I know, Rob, you know, you talk about doing things with the family. My birthday's coming up in November, and I went back and looked at, you know, receipts and stuff. And usually every year on my birthday, he takes me out to a trip to Goodwill. So
Perfect thing. My birthday's coming up. My birthday's coming up in a month. But I'm about the same way, like, because I mean, I shop all the time, not for me, but I'm shopping. I got some shoes, and Brad was laughing at me, and I bet that almost everybody in the chat can relate. So I got a pair of shoes, but I will comp them before I keep them. And he told my mom, because my mom was asking if we were, the bed I bought today that is listed for over $1,000. My mom said Dalton could have it. And Brad says, no, anything over $20 she sells. So, you know, I would love to go up to Washington State again. That would be like, it's beautiful up there. And it would be cool to do the whole train thing again, because we went through like the Grand Canyon along the coast and then up through. It was crazy in California along the coast. You would see like beaches and then it would turn to snow. It was the train goes where cars can't. It was not like navigable by cars where the train went, which was pretty cool. No, Jana, I sent you a message on Facebook. I should centralize where I message people. I do that a lot. Hello, Uncle Bubba and Caffeinated Christy. Brian is here. I've missed some of you guys coming in. There are 89 people in the chat, guys. Hit the thumbs up button if you have not already. I'm seeing 47, so half of you have not hit thumbs up. Tommy Bernhard, hit the thumbs up. Oh, this will be a fun question. I will let our guest answer this first, and then myself, or Julian and myself.
How many do we have waiting to list? We could go for at least a year, probably longer, and never buy anything and still have things to list.
Probably.
We have our house is almost totally consumed. Our garage, we have one storage shed, and we have 2 storage buildings.
So I wonder, Nicole, I'm not sure if you mean, so tell Nicole how many listings.
We have it's about 6,400 on eBay, and then we're on.
That's just singles, but
we're on
we have quantity too.
10 different platforms.
So would you say you have like 10,000 pieces to list? Like, do you have the same amount unlisted as you have listed, or do you have more?
I have way more unlisted.
It's so crazy. I would say I have 20. Well, how many do I have? I don't even know how many listings I have right now. Julian, answer real quick.
I have 1,350 listed, so 1,350 listed, and I probably only have 45 unlisted. I've gone through everything I got.
He's good. Julian's good
I
about
run through
listing.
stuff quick. I like that. My big yard sale haul, all that's already listed except one thing. So I'll be that's why I was hunting today for stuff, but yeah, so I don't have hardly a death ball at all.
So I have 2,574 listed right now. I probably have that or more, so over 5,000 pieces total. So a lot. I have 212 by 20s full.
Go ahead. How many pieces did we pick up today, Rob?
I don't.
Couple hundred.
Probably.
Yeah, a couple hundred more today. So.
Man, that's a lot. That's impressive.
I mean, 3/4 of that was clothing.
Marsha, I totally agree with that. We need, it's not necessarily Resellers Anonymous, but like Buyers Anonymous.
I think so.
That's what we need.
It's
Listen,
definitely
Tom.
a high. There's a high to that.
So Ethan's down to 350. Ethan's having, so I want to say I'll be back on Tin Can.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
So that's impressive. I didn't know you guys had like that's a lot of stuff that's listed. I couldn't imagine that. I mean, I only have 1,300 and things. It's like a big turnover. And with 6,400, you guys got to be shipping out a ton a day.
It's probably like 2,000 books.
Wait, where did everybody go? Is that right? No, it's wrong. Okay. No, it's wrong again. Is that how it goes?
That's right.
I'm getting dizzy.
That's how it goes. Because you're over here.
Man.
I can point to her now. I don't have to point against the wall.
So I want to say and point out too, because I don't think we really said it. Julian and a couple of pickers. So everybody here except me is full time at this. So they are full time resellers. Tracy wants to know what your suggestion is for your house.
I said if Rob was to die and leave me with all this, I think I would just grab the dog and light a match and walk out.
Good thing we just got our down payment on our insurance.
So I don't know. I mean, it's kind of overwhelming. We've tried to think of. We're in a process of trying to go through everything, and we are getting rid of some things, and then we're redonating, and we're lotting things up, and we're trying to get things better. But then, like, we went out today and bought a couple hundred more pieces. So I don't know.
Ethan moved a ton of stuff. I think Ethan made like $500. Correct me if I'm wrong. Ethan made $500 at his yard sale. For you guys that don't know, Ethan, I can't remember how old you are. He's either 12 or 14, and he is like an amazing young man who has a drive, which impresses me a lot, which is why I asked him to come on here with us here in a few weeks. And I'm glad he's going to be able to with school and everything else. But he moved a lot. I probably should go through and do that. I have my free people lined up though, so I'm probably just going to give it away. Janet wants to know, do you hold on to stuff for listing, or do you remove yourself from any? What are you asking, Janet?
I think she's about how we hold ourselves accountable for listing if we don't watch TV and things like that.
Oh, like to do it. Yeah.
Rob's cheap. We don't have cable. We have, we have an antenna. So TV is not a problem because there's nothing on.
I was in the middle. Ethan is 13. I was high and low.
The radio doesn't bother me. Rob and I both have a love of old country western songs, so we put on, old country, or we put on old classic rock and roll, and we just sing our hearts out and work, and we just know what needs to be done, and we get it done.
Yeah.
So Tommy wants to know, if we started over today, would we do anything different?
Yes.
Yes, we would.
Yes.
Brad is laughing from the couch at me.
Yep. We would. I don't think we would have an anchor store. I think we would have, what is the store? Is it 1,000?
I have the premium, but that's 1,000 listings, but I haven't been charged an insertion fee, and I have 2,700 listings because they keep giving all these free listings.
Yeah. I think we probably would keep it to around 1,000 and really work off the other platforms and everything, because right now with all those platforms, I had said on our live it was half, but it's not, it's a third. So we've brought in that's what they're bringing in. The other platforms are bringing in about a third together cumulatively of what eBay is bringing in. I would like to get them all up, of course. So that's my thing right now, is I'm trying to build up the other platforms, and if possible, we're locked in. Rob did a commitment to do a year with the anchor store, so we're locked into that till next year. So we're not even thinking about downsizing it now, but it's something we've talked about.
Yeah.
Julian, what would you do different?
Like in my life or my reselling thing? Because
I
I've
think
only
they
been in
mean
for 10 months.
reselling, but I mean,
Oh,
whatever you want to talk about.
No, I mean, I'm just learning on, I mean, 10 months ain't that long, so I'm still like super, super new. And so I wouldn't really do anything different. You know, I might start YouTube before, because I wasn't in that a lot making videos. But other than that, the eBay thing, I would probably get on Amazon or learn that better earlier because I'm trying to like learn that now. But that's probably about it.
I think, I don't know. I don't like having as much of a death pile as I have. I love buying. So I think I would probably be more particular. I think I've been doing a little bit better being more particular. I still get a ton of stuff, but like that estate sale that we went to, I had my money back within like less than 12 hours. And I would probably not get as many big lots just to get big lots. Even though I make money on them, I end up with all this unwanted stuff. So I guess if I did get the big lots, I would go through, sort them as soon as I got them and have somebody come get the free stuff that I don't want, that I'm not going to list, so it doesn't pile up. Because right now I have that stuff intermixed. So I don't know. I don't even remember what I have. I'm sure you guys probably have that same thing. So it's almost like you can see our little $100 bills on the side. That's laying all around my house, unlisted.
It's like a rediscovery,
Oh, we've done
Yeah,
that.
it's like you can source
Open
in
up
your
a
own
cabinet,
house.
and we're like, oh my God, why isn't that on?
You can source in your bathroom. Yay, in the bathtub.
Yes, we can.
I know, like stop going to the store, just go source in the laundry room for me.
Can't do it.
Thrifters does a lot of Depop, guys. He said he has 800 listings on Depop and gets a lot of sales there. I have been cross-posting, but I don't have very much stuff that fits on Grailed and Depop. Maybe some of my hats, but I don't have a ton left. And I don't have a lot of like men's shirts. So for me, I've been cross-posting, and I want to talk about this too. I've been cross-posting the Facebook Marketplace, Mercari, and Poshmark. And I have sold almost $200 in the last week on Facebook Marketplace shipped, which really, really surprised me. And like they haven't tried to get a cheaper price. They haven't negotiated. They don't even ask questions. I just get a notification that I have a new sale on Facebook and I need to ship it. So I don't know if you guys have had that experience with Facebook Marketplace or anybody else.
We have. We've sold some things on there too.
So, Noelle, my mom taking pictures is kind of a blessing and a curse at the same time, because right now I have over 150 items on my phone that are unlisted because I'm doing other stuff. And then when I buy stuff like today, I'll show you guys. I showed Lisa and Rob and Julian before. I'm going to make myself big. How do I make myself big? Okay, so these backpacks, if you guys see them, I'll show you the side. This is a stat pack, and these backpacks here are worth oh my gosh, here we go again.
Like totally typing in the comments.
Those backpacks are worth $200 to $300. Those are EMS firefighter backpacks. So if you guys happen to see those, definitely pick them up. Richard, what I am, and it's so funny. So depending on when people started watching me, I was doing a lot of jewelry. You guys will notice as you keep watching me, I switch it up very frequently. So I did the scarves, but I haven't been buying scarves. I don't know what the next thing is going to be. I don't.
Whatever she finds on sale.
Well, but the thing is, though, so if I find something that sells good, like the scarves were doing very well and the jewelry was doing very well, I go buy tons of it. And then I'm like, okay, I'm over jewelry or I'm over scarves. And the scarves I'm not, because those are still moving good and I actually have some to list. But my mom helping, so I only give my mom like the lower cost items. So if I'm only listing from her pictures, then my higher price, like these backpacks, would not get listed. So I have to stop listing from that. And I hate knowing I have a backlog. So now what my mom is doing, instead of picture taking, if I still have pictures on my phone, is she's cross posting. So I taught her how to use List Perfectly. And she still needs a little bit of help sometimes. And my mom's 71. So like if you guys have kids or parents or whatever, it's pretty
that you can get free
simple.
labor.
My mom is not free.
Oh, okay. My mom was free. She used to help Rob and I. She measured when we did clothes real heavily. That was her job because she was the seamstress. She sewed a lot, so I mean she's very comfortable with that. She would measure everything, and it just we had between the three of us, we just constantly kept things going. Rob was the photographer. I kept all the details, wrote everything down, and it just kept flowing. And then we could just bag them up, put them up, and they were gone. It was great.
Right.
Good old days.
Good old days. Yeah.
But I think like if you could separate, mainly I'm talking to Noelle, and anybody else who wants to list or have help, because I didn't want to pay hourly before. That was my big thing, because I was worried somebody would come and they would not work, and then I'd be paying them and not getting enough in return. So I wanted to pay by the item. But I think like with my mom will do like 50 things in an hour, because I give her the easier stuff, like a scarf. She does front, back, she does the tag, and she kind of lays it out cute, and that's it. And then she's on to the next. It's like repetitive, so she can be fast at it. And she did a bunch of brochures, ephemera, doll clothes. I've been selling some doll clothes, anything that's like front, back, and that's it. And I bought 2 yardsticks for my dining room table. And she puts it in between there so I can see the measurements of whatever it might be. And then I have that for the description, and she just like goes. So I think if you had somebody that you could lay it out for them like that, where it was your easier stuff, then it's not horrible to pay by the hour. I still am kind of like, I don't know if I didn't have my mom, if I'd want to do that, but I think it would be worth trying the system that I've gotten now with my mom, where I'm not trying to have her, because she used to list and it would take her an hour to do 3 things because she couldn't find comps and sell similar, and then she had to take the picture. So just doing the pictures is much similar, and I have not been paying to this. I cannot see it on Instagram because I use my phone to stream, so I'm gonna have to see your funny picture when we get off. So make your wife comes with you when you're thrifting, though. So you at least have the 2 of you. Noelle, it does not have to be your mom. Just go find some random person, like by the interstate, that's holding a sign up that says "We'll work for food." Offer them $10 an hour.
Cook them a meal. There you go.
There you go.
And make a video on YouTube, because I bet that would go viral. I paid a homeless guy to take pictures for eBay.
There you
I
go.
just gave you like the viral idea. Well, I am like 3,000 miles from you, so I definitely cannot help you. Who is in Washington State? Noelle needs help. And she has a stream and 49 acres that you can enjoy if you help her. I'm just offering up her land for everybody. So, Jay, my question to you is, why do you think you're such a slow lister? Like, what do you need to improve on? I don't do descriptions unless there's a flaw in the item, and I feel like that definitely speeds up my listings. So I think picking out, figure out what's making you slow. Dave, I am in the same boat, my friend, and that is all I'm going to say. Same boat.
Hey, that's not true. Brad went and picked up some furniture for you.
Yeah, he'll go pick up stuff, and he helps ship.
The shipping takes a long time. Yeah, that's good.
You guys are not helping me. None of you 3.
Shipping takes a while.
No, Rob is great. He does all our shipping. Rob does all our shipping.
Guys, we have hit 100 in the chat, which is the first time for me.
We're
that
101.
Is super amazing. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it very, very, very much. Uzma is awesome. Uzma, you have to tell me if you picked up all your stuff. Uzma is in Texas, and I helped her find some lots on HiBid. So that's one of my ways to distract myself from buying for myself, I will find stuff for other people. So if you need me to find you stuff, send me your zip code. I'm saying this to 100 people. Please don't 100 people message me your zip code. I don't have that much time.
Now, if you find something for me, do not bid on it.
Yeah, that's the problem.
I'm not going to bid on it, though.
Just because it's close to you doesn't mean you got to get it.
I think you're overthinking that, Jay, because in my experience, if somebody's going to return something, they're going to return it whether your description is there, and you can put in your description no returns and they still are going to return it, because all they have to say is item not as described. And that's not to like scare you guys that are new at this. I have like 1.5% of returns. You just got to learn to take the returns, like kind of roll with the punches, and it's business. People are going to return things. Don't take it personally. It's very hard to get out of that it's personal mindset, because that's your stuff and you're mad and they're returning. Like I had a scarf return today, my first scarf actually being returned, and they said it didn't work the way they thought it would, and that was it. And what sucks about that is I am going to eat that shipping back. I do not refund the original shipping, but eBay's going to make me refund it. But I get 10% discount on my fees because I offer 30-day free returns. So in reality, I still save money even with the returns.
See, we had a pair of Ralph Lauren shorts that came back, and there was absolutely nothing wrong with them. And they paid up for them too. So, but they came back because he said the legs were too big. I didn't know he had skinny legs. That's
right.
So I mean, they're cargo shorts. Sure. Cargo shorts have a large leg. They're not slim.
They're baggy. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, that's what he sent him back for. It wasn't that they weren't as described. It was that the legs were too big and he didn't like the way they fit.
Uzma, I am glad they were really good. I went and picked out, I think, probably 20 lots, because she told me, and I'm calling her out 2 weeks in a row. She told me that there was nothing near her, and I said, give me your zip code. I bet there is. And I found her stuff. So I'm really glad they're good, and hopefully you're being positive. That's my big thing, guys. You got to be positive. If you say nothing's there, nothing's going to be there, because that's what you think. You're not going to find anything. Brian, I don't really have a video on it because everybody's going to have their own thing they're looking for on HiBid. I would say start with, like, if you find auctions close to you. I do a lot of scrolling, and like that's something I told Uzma. I scroll for hours. Like if I'm looking for inventory, I will sit and I will scroll and just look and see what I see. And if something catches my eye, if I don't already know it, I will comp it. So I just scroll and scroll and scroll. Like I just keep looking at the lots that are close to me. And once on HiBid, typically once you find an auction you like, and I'm sure Dave can attest to this, is like Dave has one he goes to regular. Once you find one you like, you kind of know how they lot stuff up and they start their pricing. And if they do it once a month, you're going to keep going back to them over and over. And I have 3 that I like on HiBid. One I picked up from today, which is the medical one, and then one in Tallahassee. And there's another one over, I think, in Inverness that I pick up from. Not Dudley's, but there's another Inverness estate company.
Did you see Dudley's auction that was today? He had so much furniture, nice furniture.
Don't tell me that. I'm good.
Nice furniture, Kat. I know there was some Ethan Allen in there. It was nice. We did not go.
Tommy, I am going to disagree with that statement, my friend, because I have made a lot of money off of ephemera the last 6 months. And what I do, Janet, if I can't find it, is I'll find something similar and I list it at $9.99 plus shipping. And some of them sell in an hour, because if you can't find it, then there's no competition on it. So if someone happens to be looking for that attraction or whatever, it sells. I have probably made, I'd say, over $500 off of the ephemera lot that I got. And I bought further ephemera lots that are all in the profit as well. So Tommy, Janet, I don't want Janet to get mad at me. Janet's kind of limited as far as what she can do. So she needs kind of smaller things that she can list while she's like sitting down. She can't move around too much without giving away too much of her personal information.
Little sockets, little tool like sockets, that would be a good one too, because they go for like, if the right ones, you can go $15 a socket. They're very small, easy to list, ship. A lot of money.
So Janet, find some tools. Janet told me she collects Ethan Allen, so I need to go to California and put some stuff. I don't know if anybody can answer Uzma this. I have never used GoDaddy, so if you guys, Tommy's saying, oh, you use it too?
No, I used to, but with managed payments you don't, because it doesn't sync with eBay. It does with PayPal. So it syncs. It doesn't work with eBay managed payments. Let me put it that way. It works with eBay the old way it used to work. So if you're not on managed payments, we've used it before and it's been fine. You just have to set everything up.
There's a lot of ideas in the chat, Janet. You need to like get a pen and pad and paper, because there's a bunch of things I'm trying to see, like jewelry, hat pins, that's smaller stuff that would be a little bit easier to list. Dave's saying he uses GoDaddy, so it sounds like quite a few people.
Not if you're getting ready to go to managed payments. If you're getting ready to go to managed payments, it won't work for you.
So remember, if you're on managed payments, it's not gonna pull in. Tommy with an IE, Buffalo Picker, thank you for showing up. I appreciate it. Tommy does a lot of videos on Amazon, guys, so he is really helpful with retail arbitrage and Amazon. You'll learn with most of us on YouTube, we're going to have kind of our own thing. I randomly change things, so you never know what I'm going to do. I guess that's my thing. But
I have to say something. Dave is saying that it does work with managed payments.
So is Bill.
Okay,
you need to contact these people.
We were told it wouldn't, so I don't know. I'll have to check. I use something else now, so I mean, but that's fine.
Joe Garcia is in the house. If you guys do not know, that is Joey Vadabing's dad. He is the original reseller. So thank you for coming in, Joe Garcia. I saw too, Joey is starting a podcast with Drew and Josh, Harry Tornado. They're starting, I think it started today. I haven't had time to look at YouTube lately. Drew, Profit Monsters. I couldn't remember who it was. That's who it is. Yeah, so several people are saying, Lisa, so hopefully.
I've actually got something else set up now, but that's fine. I mean, it's fine. I still have it. So if it's drawing them in, I can use it.
That works. Salvador. Yep. So Salvador makes custom tape dispensers. I have not got one yet. I keep seeing them. He shows all the different ones on Instagram. Julian, didn't you get one? Did you get one of his tape dispensers? Mm-hmm. No, somebody got one. Oh, maybe Leroy. I don't know if Leroy's still in here. Mm-hmm. Leroy wakes up at like 3 a.m. I think. Leroy is very, very early riser.
I want to thank Buffalo Picker real quick. He didn't know I did this, but I was watching his live the other night, and I did learn a whole bunch of like retail arbitrage. I haven't been into it. And I did make some money at a Walmart the other day, which was pretty impressive. I did exactly what he said, and I was like, look at this. It actually worked. Because retail arbitrage, I think, is hard. But he explained it very well, so it works. So thank you.
Uzma, they're saying that it works. GoDaddy works with managed payments. And Tommy said even Justin, RVA Flips, confirm that it is working with managed payments. So I would stick with GoDaddy.
So maybe they had a bug or something in the beginning and they fixed it.
Yeah, we got a notice saying it wasn't going to work, but I guess they fixed it, and I missed the notice where they said it was going to work.
Joe Garcia, are you here without Joey? I'm impressed with that. I got Joey's dad in here, and I don't even think I have Joey in here. He has some awesome. That's kind of funny the way Jennifer says that. Yeah, a lot of Josh got a job. He is working for Amazon. He went back to the corporate world.
finds of yesterday, you do not have to have business policies. You can opt out of them.
What? So if we don't know what they are, did we opt out of them, or do we have them and we don't know it?
Did we click something that we opted out?
We might need to research this.
What? Yeah.
I mean, if I had it to do over again, I probably wouldn't do business policies because there's a lot of drawbacks to having them. If you're trying to bulk edit everything, there can be some issues. So, and we've run into those. So I probably wouldn't set them up, but they're there now. So I'm used to using them. So
would we know if they were there?
Yeah, because you have to set them up.
Okay, so I guess we opted out of them without knowing. But it sounds like it might be a pain in the butt.
It's just a lot easier when you do like shipping because you can have, you can have the 325 where you can add the different levels of shipping, and all you have to do is choose. Okay.
Like if you do the flat rate shipping, you could use business policies for that. I've seen it. I do remember, so Noelle says she loves them. I do remember seeing a couple of times when I'm listing, it asks me if I want, or maybe it's bulk editing, it asks if I want to add that to my business policies. I do remember seeing that, and I've always just kind of ignored it and kept on going. Julian?
I mean, we've done, over the years,
not that good. The yarn selling is not great. I listed it all and I put it in lots, and I don't think I've sold one thing yet. I got some watchers on some stuff, but it's not wonderful. So it is what it is.
I love selling yarn.
Really?
I do
yarn,
too.
Fabric, craft supplies, all that. But this is years of having built a base.
Does it sell fast?
That follow me.
Oh yeah,
and they
that would
email
help.
me and tell me what they're looking for. So, and I bought out a whole craft room one time. So.
Yeah, I haven't sold anything. Nothing. The only thing that's selling for me recently is golf clubs and tools.
Golf clubs, yeah, I got some right here.
Does anybody know the answer to Dave's question?
I don't believe so. I believe that it's optional. I don't think you have to have business policies. I haven't heard anything that says that they have to.
Josh says he's going to school you on yarn.
Yeah. No, I'll send it all to you for a very discounted price in a big box.
You didn't lose me. I was hiding, Marcia. I'm sorry. I do that occasionally. What does an orange tag in Levi's mean? I don't know what that means.
Older.
Kind of like the big E. Older.
So Marcy's saying that's how they started. They bought out a craft store that was closing. I
bought out a lady that she did sewing, macrame. She did just about any kind of craft you can imagine. And so I bought out her whole big craft room, which was huge. And it literally filled my car. I was holding things on the way home and had things stuck between, my feet on the bottom. I mean, it was like like you make your mom do. Your mom said you ride around with her.
It was just a random garage sale.
It was a random garage sale, yeah. So.
I didn't make her have anything in her lap today. I kept it all in the. So Chris, I haven't been moved over even though I opted in. I know Julie, I think everybody else is in managed payments already, right, guys? Yep. I opted in months ago and they have not pulled me in yet. Do you hear the peanut gallery?
Peanut gallery.
Good. Yeah, I think there's some brands, Uncle Bubba of yarn, that do better than others. I had some, and it's crazy. It's the colors too. So I had the same brand, but all different colors. I bought tons of it from an auction, and some of the colors flew off the shelves, and others it took me 6 months. I did it after like 6 months. It all sold, so it didn't take super long. It did sell, but some colors went faster. Richard is saying that shipping policies make it hard when you're going on vacation.
It does. It can be challenging. With the yarn, if you can find quantities that have the same lot number, that's what a lot of craft ladies are looking for, because different lot numbers can have slight variations and shades and things. So if you can get a large lot with the same, large group of yarn with the same lot numbers, that always makes it more desirable.
Dave's trying to take you shopping, Lisa.
Man, there's Rob.
Dave, we answer on Messenger. You can just like call us and video chat, and then
I dive in head first when it comes to crafts. That's my thing, because my family is very crafty. I'm not so crafty, but I come from a family so I'm familiar with most crafts anyway. And then after doing it, and like I said, I've built up such a huge clientele of craft ladies. Man, they are loyal. They come back time and time and time again.
That's awesome. My mom's stuff is, it's selling really, really well. The the cross stitch patterns, the cross stitch fabric. I actually was going at it right before the show with a buyer. So I had some listed at $29.99. My mom had paid $39.99. So pretty decent, $10 under what my mom paid. And they sent me an offer of $10 and I declined it. So I lately have been declining offers that are less than 50%. I just flat out say, I'm not even going to counter you. And then I just decline. They come back at $11. I decline them again. They come back at $12. I decline them again. They came back at $14, decline them a fourth time. So they get 5 offers, right? So then they message me and say, will you please take 18 plus shipping? And I said, no, $25 is my bottom line. That's the lowest I will take on this. I said, they've been selling well. I'm not worried this isn't going to sell. It hasn't even been listed a month. So then it popped up on my send offers to buyers, and I knew it was them because it just popped up. I knew it was them. So I sent them $25 offer, and they countered at 23. I declined. And then they messaged me and say, wait, I'll take it for 25, please. And they had one offer left and they sent me an offer of 25. So if you guys know that you have something that's worth something, you don't have to give in to you don't have to. I think a lot of people do that to think they can get you to kind of bend and break for them. And I will give people good deals if I've had inventory sitting for 6 months or longer. But if it's an item that's under 30 days old, I'm probably not budging on the price very much with the offer.
We're pretty hard line on things that are new for the first 30 days.
Yeah. Brad, turn that down.
I can't hear anything else.
I can hear it. Can y'all hear it?
No, but I heard him.
Saying I have a big mouth. So Doyle, I used to do that, but I think, I don't know. What do you guys think? I just sold something on eBay. What did I sell? Is it anything fun?
Can we go tell you?
No, it's some socks. I sold some socks and some ephemera. Do you guys set auto decline? I used to, and then I quit. But now that I am automatically declining them, I feel like you get more, because if they come in at like 50 cents under half, I might counter them. Or if they come in under 50% and I've had it for a year, I might just accept it and say, I want that gone. So that's why
also,
I don't.
If we're having a slow day, catch me on a slow day and I'll take an offer.
Right.
Catch me on somebody didn't sell anything, I'll take any offer.
Yeah. Sales bring more sales. Like, I don't know if you guys noticed that, but like that just now was like some socks sold and then some ephemera sold within a minute of it. It's almost like your listings get bumped, I feel like, when you're making sales.
I agree with that. And usually the first person that sends me an offer during the day gets the best deal for some reason. Because I'm like happy it's the beginning of the day. They get a good deal.
So if you want to buy something
7 p.m.,
from Julian, do it early.
Do it early.
What time are you
up? 5 a.m. I'm up. So that person usually gets a good deal.
5:15 then, okay.
So thrifters, that's about how I am with it's hard to see because I have my light on, but my pottery back there, I declined a $300 offer. I paid $12, but I feel like I can get more, and it hasn't been listed long, and it's pretty, and I'm okay with it sitting on my shelf. I have it listed, I think, at $699. And some other pieces by that same artist have sold for over $1,000. So that's a matter of waiting for the right buyer to find it.
Yeah.
And I countered them. I said, hey, look, I didn't want to go this low, but I'll take 350, and they didn't take it, which is fine. But I have their name, and they have told me if I'm willing to take $300, I can message them and they will purchase it. But I'm not ready to take $300 for it because I feel like I can get more for it. And sometimes, you know.
You ever told Kat about the paintings we bought?
No.
We bought a couple. We bought like 20 paintings from a local person here in town that was having an estate sale.
Well, she's a well-known. I mean, she
A
is
Korean-born artist.
Yeah, and she's written a book, and she's won some awards on her art, and so we have all this art that's just like hanging around the house, and some of it I've really kind of grown attached to. I mean, some of them are huge pieces.
A couple of paintings are in the book too,
Mhm.
so
So
that's
you
a good
know,
thing.
that's our retirement. It's all those paintings we've got rolled up around here.
But you guys do the same thing. Like I have like the eagle photos that we got from the estate sailor hanging on my wall. I have like a wreath that is for sale on the wall.
Oh
So
yeah,
it's almost like you can go through your house and decorate, and then if it sells, then you find something else to replace it with.
that's
I
exactly
have
what we do.
a big picture. I don't know if you guys remember the $1 million beach estate I went to. It's 6 foot long, maybe 7 foot. And I have not listed it. I probably should because it'll take forever to sell, but it's hanging above my fish tank. And I accidentally, I like added a 0 to what I wanted to bid, and I really didn't want to pay over 100, and I paid $220 for that thing.
Nice.
That was like end of auction excitement, and I was like, da, 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 and yeah. So I have a very expensive picture above my fish tank.
So you only want to pay
like
100, so you put 1,000 in. What happens if it went to like 990?
Then I would have had to pay it.
That would have been terrible.
I haven't had my knocker on the wall, Cat, because it's too heavy.
It won't hang on the wall?
It will, but it's very heavy. It's like 14 pounds.
I cannot spell that word right. I don't know if I even trust myself to say it right now.
Tchotchkes.
Tchotchkes. I never knew what they were until Aaron told me. Aaron also, Richard, I see you hit the like button. Richard, will you drop Aaron's channel, Rebel John? Aaron has just recently, not too long ago, started her channel, and she picks up lots of tchotchkes. She's been picking up some really good stuff, so I like to see that. Backroad Bitter, I don't think I've seen you in here before. Hello, welcome, Chuck. Thank you for hanging out with us. I don't know how much longer we're going to stay on. If Dalton gets up, probably get off because I was gone until 4 this afternoon from driving down to Clearwater, so he didn't get to see me much. So he was mad I didn't take a nap with him because I normally do, but I couldn't because of the show. Richard said I'm tin can. I'll be back.
In and out. Oh, that's a different screen. I got to back up for this one.
Wow.
There you go. Yeah. Got a little bit close there. So what type of golf clubs did you get? Anything good? Yeah. I don't know what that is. Is that a Ben? No.
It's a true. It's called True Hot Launch.
Hot Launch. Yeah.
Tour Edge.
Tour Edge.
I comped these. They're like $300 per set online.
Yeah, golf clubs are insane. New ones are like ridiculous.
I don't know if is cosmetically hurts golf clubs.
Not really. I mean, I've sold a lot.
That's something all black.
Yeah, no, I think you'll be okay because a lot of people know, especially with TaylorMades and some other thing, they're known for like shipping and like their, whatever that is, the paint. And no, I still sell them pretty good.
But
even grips. If your grips are destroyed, they replace them, and it's only like $10 for them to replace it. So you can still sell them. I even sold ones like with the small dents, the drivers, and if it's an expensive driver, somebody will still buy it.
Mm-hmm.
It has golf clubs have been down here. Like Casey has told me exactly like what to look for, and my last yard sale haul was very, very good.
Hey, Kat, look at this. Is the latest cookbook I got. Look at this thing. It's called the Kangaroo Cookbook, KOOK. It's
Is that worth
1948.
money?
1948. I don't know.
I
thought
know the Betty Crocker ones are worth
Yeah,
like
I
some of
got
those are
one of those. I got lucky and had a first edition, and I got it at the pound store, the Weigh and Pay.
Backroad Bitter. I know I see you on Instagram all the time, and I saw you in the comments. I'm happy you came and hung out on the live. Glad your wife likes me. Drew, I was just talking about you and Joey and your new podcast just a little bit ago with Josh.
Yeah, you said it started today?
I think it started today. I'm so out of touch, honestly, with what's going on YouTube because, like, today I got up and was driving until 5, came home, listed stuff, and then got on the live. So I haven't even looked at, like, Facebook feed at all today. And yesterday was kind of busy, too, so.
Noelle has one like this. I love cookbooks. That's another thing I like is cookbooks, old cookbooks.
You like selling cookbooks or you like cookbooks for you?
Nowadays, I don't cook, so I like to sell cookbooks.
Does Rob cook?
Rob does all the cooking.
I don't use cookbooks.
No.
That's right.
Rob does all the cooking, too.
Rob is very good at just throwing things together, and he's got an excellent palate, so he does all the cooking.
There it is. Triple Thrift Podcast.
I don't think this is really has any kangaroo recipes in it, though. I don't think it's all.
You should look now, because maybe Drifter Thrifters will buy your kangaroo cookbook.
It has no kangaroo recipes. You know, it's all the good recipes that use lard and fat and things like that. You know, real butter.
Oh yeah, all the good stuff.
Goodbye, Janet. Check your messages on Facebook. Thank you for hanging out. I hope everybody helped give you some ideas to list. You need to message me and tell me how your sales are going. So I helped Janet list some of her medical supplies that she had that were not prescription. I want to make sure I add that in. And she sold, like, I think over 100 boxes of them. She did amazing. So now she's got to find more stuff to sell.
That's really cool. Drifter says Nana had a cookbook made so his wife can make all her awesome recipes. My grandma was a great cook, and she didn't write anything down. She just used to cook, and so we kind of picked up what we could from her. And my mom, it was an awesome cook when we were growing up. Now, not so much. If I go out there, I do the cooking. So
I don't even know. Whoops. That was me. Dalton's not even awake. I'm blaming it on him. Yeah, guys, Tommy and Tracy are coming up right after us here in about 18 minutes, and it is going to be on shipping. I think that will be very, very beneficial, and you guys can learn. So definitely click that link and watch that show because Tommy knows a lot about shipping. And Tommy,
I can vouch for him. He's taught me a lot about shipping. That works. It increased my sales tremendously. So,
Teresa, thank you so much for the super chat. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. And I appreciate all of you guys hanging out with us tonight for sure. And if you have any questions, because we probably will be wrapping up here shortly, go ahead and put them in the chat because I don't want to miss any questions. And we are live. If you're watching this after the fact, we are live every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you aren't.
If anybody has any questions for us, you can, just drop them in one of our videos or send us an email or Instagram or something and we'll answer.
Greg, you were super late. Super, super late. There's no excuse, buddy. You know about this. Dave, those can be really good money. I've sold quite a few military patches. I love selling patches. Like if I could find lots of patches, because they're so easy to list and ship. That's the easy to list, easy to ship stuff is fun, especially if you can get like $20+ for like a little thing. It's great.
He's probably list extra sometime.
Dave's amassing the death pile. He's becoming a real reseller.
Well,
Julian
listen,
has not got this yet.
you
No,
know,
I haven't got to that yet.
if
I don't know who Rosie the Riveter is. Who
if
is Rosie
they,
the Riveter?
oh, she was the, you know, for like when women went to work, World War II, and she's got like a bandana, and she's got like, you know, she's like a, it's an
Noelle, you can
iconic
put
one.
whatever you want on my surgical cap. I will tell you, my one I have now is all flowers. I like floral, and I like the beach, and I like tropical. But you can put whatever you want on it because you're making it for me. As long as it's not offensive, then I can't wear it to work.
Marcy, we've sold Boy Scout pouches before my son was in scouting. So he used to buy and trade patches. He went all the way up. He was in OA. So I was right there with him. So I'm very knowledgeable about a lot of that. So we always pick up anytime we can find scouting stuff. Yeah, we sell them. Especially even
Leroy,
now.
what are you teaching people? What is Leroy teaching people? What am I missing? I hate when I miss stuff. Leroy, tell me what you're teaching. Marsha, message me with a link on Instagram or Facebook, either one.
My grandmother was not a Rosie Riveter. She was actually a Rosie welder. She lived up in Washington State during World War II, and she went to work and she welded, and then she got so good she became a welding instructor.
Nice.
Yeah. The Boy Scout and Girl Scout, some of that stuff sells super high too. That's where, like, when you're researching, sort by highest price sold, so you know what those higher priced items are and you know what to look for.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Leroy's going to teach you how to get a death pile, Julian.
Well,
Yeah,
it just prepares you. We got flu season coming up. If something happens, God forbid, that they shut this,
place
shut
down
all
again.
down again, we're
Then you're out of
good.
luck. I'll ship you some
Well-
boxes, Julian.
Well,
I
during
haven't
that,
gotten them.
actually, I went straight to Facebook Marketplace because they didn't shut down Facebook Marketplace. And basically, I was doing like curbside pickups and stuff, and I would just PayPal them the money, and they would just put everything out, and we would handle it that way. And I got the best deals during that. People weren't going out. So
are you still looking for stuff on there? Like, did you make a habit of it, or did you stop since you can go thrifting again?
I use Facebook. It seems now because a lot of people are shipping stuff. It's kind of more annoying to go through that to find the local stuff because everything. Facebook around here isn't all that great. Like Facebook Marketplace, you can find stuff, but it's not wonderful. Our thrift stores after I traveled around. Yeah, after I traveled around the state a little bit, my thrift stores are on point, and so are my yard sales and auctions are pretty decent.
Yeah.
Well, after you told, you talk about Kat, how you constantly go through the listings to see what's available. Rob said we might as well just give up around here.
I haven't looked. The only thing I've been looking for is furniture. So I'm trying to only pick up like $50 plus profit items. Like if I'm going to go out, I looked over quite a few things at Salvation Army today. The shoes probably aren't $50. So I'm not following my own rule, but I'm trying to follow my own rule. Noelle, yeah. So a lot of people say that. And that's why, like, I wanted to make sure everybody knows with like the shipping thing on Facebook Marketplace, that stuff is not happening, which is awesome. So I'm not even. So when I list it on Marketplace, I don't even share it to local groups because I'm not trying to sell it locally. That is not my goal.
Right.
I want to ship it and not see these people.
Well, I will tell you, if you list on Kidizen, which is kind of similar to Poshmark for kids and maternity wear, because it's also for mothers, and it's not just clothes, there's other things you can list on it. You have an option where they will share it on Facebook Marketplace, but it's only for shipping. It's not anything for local. It doesn't give any of your information. Somebody buys it, it goes through Kidizen. You don't even have to deal with the people, and then you just mail it out.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, they have not. I've been getting lowball offers on a Super Bowl hat I have, but I'm getting them everywhere. I got them on eBay. I had somebody on Marketplace. I had somebody lowball me on Mercari. Not even been listed 2 months, and I'm gonna sit on my price. They can do whatever they want, but I'm not gonna accept it. It's crazy because it was $1 pickup at the thrift store, and I had no idea. I just was like, "Oh, a Super Bowl hat," and it actually the new ones, and it is new with tags, sell for 55 over and over on eBay.
Did you see my what is it, Pittsburgh Steelers towel that I sold? You know the yellow towels, what they call them? I can't forget.
Oh, I did see that. I did see it.
Okay, I don't know what terrible towels is what they call them. You see in the stands, the fans are swinging them around. I went to an estate sale half price day. It was in the kitchen dish towels because that's about the size of it. And I bought it for 50 cents and I sold it for $75. I took it off.
That's pretty good, yeah.
So, but it was
Marsha, I can't check my messages till I get off here because I use my phone to stream. So, and I have it on Do Not Disturb, so no messages come through while I'm streaming. A crying towel.
Well, that was a Super Bowl that I think they actually won, and it was from it was from 1980. And if I'm not mistaken, that was probably still the Terry Bradshaw era. So, you know.
Yeah, like I was happy. That's the same thing with that necklace. Like 50 cents and a 75 is beautiful. Beautiful flip. 100's better, but I will take 70. And the eagle sold for 65 or 66 bucks too. And they had more, but I don't think those others were really worth it. Yeah, with the vintage hats, and I've told a lot of people, I don't think unless you happen to watch like Calvin, or if you watch who else does hats? Why can I not remember? Yes, Cerna. If you don't watch those guys, or like Tim, and over the years, you're not going to know there are $200+ hats out there. Like hats are definitely something to not look over for sure. Like,
and they can sell on many different platforms. They're you know, they're not just for eBay. They're a lot of, we sell a lot on Poshmark. We sold, you know, 3 hats to one person on Poshmark. You know, they buy them on Poshmark too. Grail, Depop.
Julian, have you thought about cross posting?
I mean, yes. I haven't really.
I put him on the spot.
Yeah, maybe. I have been doing a little bit more Mercari stuff, but I would like to get. I have a lot of shoes that don't sell really that well on eBay, so I would like to do like Poshmark for those probably because they're good shoes. They just don't really sell that well on eBay. But yeah, I'll end up cross posting soon because I had a couple slow days on eBay, and I was like, if I had stuff out there, I know that these things would sell on different platforms.
I have not been selling on Mercari at all, and we've been cross posting. Me and Mercari are so hit or miss. It's either I'll get like 3 sales in a day, or I don't get any for a month. I've been doing, like, I had a couple of Poshmark go out today and 4 Facebook Marketplace, and I've been putting it on Mercari, but I just haven't. I guess I'm not finding the stuff that Mercari people are wanting.
I'll have to try that
Leroy.
list.
Enjoy your show, Leroy. Leroy is on with Josh and Yakov at 10. So there are 2 shows following us. You have got Flips Finds Fun, and Tommy Bernhard is doing, and Flips Finds Fun is with Leroy, and Tommy Bernhard and Tracy Uniquely Me are doing their shipping live. What is this? What's she talking about?
Yeah, we have a huge community yard sale that's next to us this weekend. It's going to be like, they do it once a year, and it's a huge upscale community, and it'll be epic. It'll be better than the last one I went to last weekend. That was like,
so you'll have more than 44 things? Buy lots.
Oh yeah.
Ask them how much for all. I want to hear that in your video.
I have you heard a lot? I go, how much for the whole table? I say that a lot, man. So we'll see. I might buy out a whole entire yard sale. We don't know. We just want how much for everything.
If it's a little one, do it.
Our fire department do a sale every year when we first moved in, And with it being so close, it's like less than probably what 3 miles from us.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, it was for charity, so they were just they stopped.
Carol, you are very, very late, like 2 hours late. But I still love you. It's okay. Greg, thank you. Yeah, guys, it's like it's such a touchy subject for everybody, the whole like making money off YouTube thing, but list perfectly, like you're not paying anything more than you would. And if you use my referral code, the Nurse Flipper, I do get like monthly payment from it, which is actually way more than YouTube pays. So if you are interested in List Perfectly, please use the Nurse Flipper as a code and you get 30% off.
Yeah.
Is yours couple of pickers? No, yeah. Is yours couple of pickers? So yeah.
Don't use my code.
I
I don't have
I
one.
know. Who else has a code? Bolo Buddy. I signed up with Bolo Buddy's code. But yeah. Yeah, Richard, can you drop the link to Tommy and Tracy's chat that is starting in 4.5 minutes? And we will wrap this up. Again, if you guys are not subscribed to Julian, Bearded Thrift Machine, or Couple of Pickers, definitely sub. Their links are down in the description, as well as I know they've been dropped through the chat. Jennifer just dropped Butterfly Hustle's channel. Carol is new and kind of getting her feet wet with YouTube, which is always fun to see. I was looking at my first video today. I was like, oh my gosh, what did I do? You know, it happens to all of us. We all have to start somewhere, right?
Hey, one of my first videos was how I learned to thrift by watching Sanford and Son.
But that's fun. Like,
it's the truth. Fred Sanford, everything was for sale.
Yeah, Richard. Yeah, YouTube is definitely pennies. That's why I appreciate like the super chat, because honestly, the super chats and like my $1.99 memberships are more than I get from like everything else for the most part. I don't get like last week. I think I had like $1 day, like $1.27 I made, and I'm like, okay. So yeah.
At least you hit $1. Sometimes we don't even hit that.
Yeah, $1. That's pretty good.
$1.
That's like a hat at the at a garage sale. It's not bad.
You know how much I could buy with that $1 cat?
Yeah.
You have a 5-cent place that you haven't told me about. I should make myself big and point.
That's where we were at today. We bought you know, I don't know, like $7 worth of clothes at 5 cents a piece.
That's a lot of clothes. Noelle, if you have the content, it won't matter. It won't matter. I still have not watched Noelle's. I'm not going to lie and say I've watched it because I have not had time to watch it. Tracy is leaving because they are on, so we will close it. Subscribe to these guys if you have not. And we will see you next Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with Dave, Tesla Picker, and Casey, the Carolina Hustler. We will see you guys next time.